Now his name is Vitaly, and Vitaly really loves attention. Bro will do anything for it. And he's been making YouTube videos for a long time. And like early on, he gets big doing prank videos. Like here's one where he pretends to be a zombie and like chases people around. Then in 2012, he does a prank where he pretends to have a bomb in a suitcase. And of course, this freaks people out and they run away, and so bam, he gets arrested. Here's his mugshot. 2 years later, in 2014, he pulls a stunt where he runs onto the field during the World Cup, and bam, he gets caught and arrested for that. Then in 2016, he pulls a stunt where he tries to climb the Hollywood sign, and bam, he gets arrested for that. 3 years later, in 2020, Bro goes to Egypt, and he thinks it'll be a good idea to climb to the top of one of the pyramids.
I love you so much, world. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Mother Nature.
And of course, bam, he gets arrested there, and he spends 5 days in Egyptian jail. Oh, but he's still not done. So like I said, Bro really loves all this attention. 3 months later, he's in Miami, and he's high on, he says mushrooms, but I'm assuming multiple drugs. And he's out and about, walking around, and I guess he decides he's gonna pull another dumbass prank on a random person, and there's a woman out jogging. And suddenly, boom, he jumps out in front of her, and he goes to hug her while she's jogging. And I guess she reacts and shoves him off of her, and pow, he ends up punching her again and again. And he ends up beating the shit out of her. And so, of course, bam, he gets arrested again. After his arrest in Miami, he kind of stops all of his antics. I mean, getting arrested for beating the hell out of a random woman, that's pretty bad. And so he stops everything. But then, a year or two later, he decides to try and make a comeback. And he's gonna film himself doing some more internet pranks, aka harassing people in public.
Hello? With who? With your boyfriend? Yes. You know what they say, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I would love to milk the chocolate out of you. I'm here for one reason and one reason only, to pick up black girls like you.
And yeah, and so you can see here, he's just harassing these women and just making them feel uncomfortable. But, unfortunately for him, those kind of internet pranks, well, they're kind of played out, and they aren't really resonating with audiences anymore. His business venture eventually fails. And now we're in 2025, and Vitaly is 33 years old. And this is where he potentially screws his whole life up. Because Bro decides to get back into doing his internet pranks. But this time, he's gonna do it specifically in the Philippines for some reason. And here, he decides to copy the antics of Johnny Somali and basically just go to an Eastern country and live stream himself harassing locals in public. Like what he does to this local woman.
Madam, I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I wanna give you money. No? Okay. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine.
And then he goes and steals the hat off of this guy and like runs away with it. And he also runs into the back of a fast food restaurant and he starts harassing the workers there. And he just does a bunch of things that feel like, I don't know, maybe a 33-year-old man would have grown out of.
Hello!
Then he goes and steals a whole ass pedestal fan.
That's my only fan left in the chat. Chat, I told you, Vitaly, I'm back. Row King.
And these aren't the only things he's done, but you know, this is a lot of it. And lots of people watch him stream and they watch his clips online and they like donate to him and his stream. And it just looks like he's gonna get away with all this and just continue being a turd. Until... You know who else was watching a lot of these clips? Apparently the Filipino police. Because a few days after all this, they find him and bam, they arrest him. Here's his mugshot. And this apparently just continues to be a joke to him because I mean, look at him. He's like smirking in his mugshot like he did something. It looks like he's applauding himself as he's being arraigned. So yeah, not taking it seriously at all. Well, Bro should take it seriously because the Philippines don't appear to be fucking around. Because this story blows up over there and it's all over the news. Like the whole country's talking about it. And here the president actually says foreigners who think they can humiliate Filipinos are done. This is an example that we are serious about our own country. So apparently there are no plans for the government to be lenient on him here. And while Vitaly hasn't been sentenced yet, he's looking at a possible 24 years in prison.